I'm just letting you know.
I mean,
You're killing me, dude.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a good content.
Oh my god. Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome to the Rogue Report. We're reporting today from what table is it? Table,
You sound so dead.
We are reporting from table 214 at our locals. It is a big locals, and we are at the bottom of the tables. And we are here with our dear friend who just got top. What did you get top at?
8.
Top dropped from the event.
What?
Tublinario. How are you doing, buddy?
Hello. I'm good.
You got what place at the tournament?
8.
At the YCS Latin America?
8.
You got 8th place.
Yeah. 8.
8.
Yeah, that's a number.
That
He
is a number.
became 8.
That is quite impressive. However, you were in the Latin America event.
What the hell?
Kinda free.
What the hell?
What do you mean with that?
Anyways,
Okay.
What? Nah, Tub, you have to go on strike now.
No, if anything, like the Latin America event is harder because you have to play 2 games at the same time.
really?
You have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then you have to play like I don't know what the word is, but you have to play something else.
Also, like, in Latin America, you have to deal with people playing, like, the most random shit as well. Like, fucking Invoked Eldritch.
I mean,
Shit, like add Ignister.
do you think that's random? Like we had on the top 32, there was a guy playing like Infernoid, and that is surprising.
Really?
to
Oh
me.
my
That's-
god, bait.
Wait, really?
So
Yeah,
why,
that's like-
why don't we have this guy
How
on?
did I know that?
Wait,
Wasn't
why
that...
do we have Tub here?
I don't know.
Like, you literally
maybe he,
post... Oh my god, it is there! I just...
Maybe he
Like,
was
we
like,
have this breakdown. I'm gonna put this breakdown in the edit. I didn't even notice that Infernoid is right there in the Latin America.
maybe he's like Brazilian or something, so that's why you couldn't get it.
Wait, there was some guy that topped with Raid Raptor.
Problem?
Wait, Shadow
Oh my
Legend.
god, that is so free.
Okay, unironically, like Ray Raptor is better than Infernoid. Don't even like
Okay,
at me.
that is true. That is true.
And when I say don't
I'll
at
give you
me,
that much.
And when I say don't add me, like it's really funny because I played Ignister and they have like the ads at the start.
Ah, that was quite funny.
Okay,
I don't
Casey.
think so.
Casey, I
we
don't
should-
think you can call the Latin America YCS free when you literally OP drop locals.
I've
You
never
all-
gone to locals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wait, that's a
okay.
lie. You
Owned.
played like Salamangre like 2 years ago.
I went to a regional and I went, I think, like 3, 4 or something.
Okay, so you are a liar.
Ah.
Like, what is the point of having a podcast about like my experience if you're just going to lie about it?
I didn't say I was experienced.
No, like you're.
That's
lying,
why you're
bro.
here.
You're lying about everything. Like you said, you didn't go to locals and you have gone to a
I didn't.
regional.
I've never been to locals.
Where was the regional hosted?
The regional was in Minneapolis. It was in
Yeah.
Minneapolis Regional.
What was it? At a locals or
No, it was at a hotel. It had like 300 people.
you were at a hotel?
Yeah.
What?
Nah.
It was like
What
a
the
hotel
hell?
venue.
Damn,
You
they
know, 'cause they have
live
the
nice
big
in
like
America.
ballroom, and then they put the tables out.
Light ballroom?
It's like it was kind of like a ballroom. You know, like hotels have those big rooms.
Yeah, for like
That's
what it
was.
venues,
You mean like a
yeah.
chandelier?
Like I know, like they have like the like NA Omegalol regional where you're playing at like a fish fry.
The first fight regional was based.
But no, this was literally just in a hotel
I
like
will-
venue room.
I will go to
Yeah.
a regional like that.
I
Yeah,
think
it was fine.
I've been to a regional in a hotel once. It was alright. I played Dracos.
It's like not the worst thing.
I haven't gone to a regional.
It's better than a fish fry. I think there's plenty of worse regional venues you could have, or even local venues.
Wait, are you saying the first fight regional is not a good location?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What the hell?
Though to be
What's
fair,
what's like the funniest
you
location?
could go get a snack in between rounds.
Exactly. It's literally
Actually,
the best venue.
actually, if I'm remembering correctly, Doug himself said that you could not go get food in between rounds. He was like, yeah, the TOs wouldn't allow you going and getting nasty, greasy fish in between rounds.
Well, TOs are literally enforced in 1984 SMH.
I agree. What's like the funniest place? where
That
you can
joke
make
sucked. I'm editing that out.
What the fuck?
What's like the best place like you
Sorry,
can
bud.
make a regional? Like the funniest one. Like the most
The
fun
best
thing about it.
places you could put a regional.
No, like the most funnier one. Like, you know, Yo, in a
The
pet shop.
funniest.
No, imagine in a pet shop or like a zoo. Ooh, that would be cool. Like you're
Actually,
just,
zoo would kind of be based.
yeah, imagine like you're
Get
just
it.
making like full like I don't know, reptilian combo, and then like a snake just bites your eye and you die or something.
What the fuck?
I don't think that happens at a zoo, but
Or what if you set 5 and the monkey behind you is like apes together strong?
um,
Oh,
I
what
I
if you
think
do?
it'd be very cool to have a YCS, or not a YCS, but a regional in it's like the police station. They've got big rooms in the police station.
No, they don't.
I
The cells are
mean-
cramped.
I've been there.
Oh,
You've been
what
there,
about
what
the
did you do?
what about the regional in prison?
Ooh.
Yeah, like with the inmates, like they can coach you.
That's a good idea.
Oh, they do have this like big lunch.
That sounds like an
rooms.
anime arc. Like, yeah, we
That
went to
was
the
actually an anime
prison and
arc.
we fought the strongest prisoners.
Dude,
Wait, that's literally in
that
5Ds.
happened in
Wait,
5Ds.
wait.
Yes.
Wait, that's literally in 5Ds. Okay.
I don't mean to go off topic here, but you know, for this podcast, it's been 10 minutes in and we still haven't introduced the co-host. Just saying.
I
Wait.
don't care.
Who's
What
the
the
co-ho-
fuck?
You're the uploader. Of course you're here.
Wait, who's the co-host?
Okay, but you
Listen,
haven't introduced
Fine.
yourself
Sorry.
either.
It's a little late, but I am Casey, and I'm here with my co-host and subordinate.
What the
Sebastian.
fuck?
How are you doing, Sebastian?
I was doing good until we started recording.
No, don't lie to yourself. We were doing bad before the recording. like let's get real for a second. Like that was not
That's
going
because
well.
of you. You were doing a little bit of trolling once again, lying like you always do.
What
Yeah,
do
that
you
was
mean?
kind of not cool.
You
Okay,
literally
but like
got banned from doing it for this.
Yeah, for the context for listeners, Tub spent the last 10 minutes before we started recording just lying about his audacity. We spent 10 minutes trying to help him troubleshoot. He's like, oh, the audio doesn't work. Oh, I can't figure out how to record. He was just lying. Just flat out lying.
You're just like exaggerating the things.
No, I'm not.
He's not.
You're literally lying about me exaggerating right now. Stop
Stop
gaslighting.
lying.
It wasn't that much. Like it was just a little bit.
It was like a sixth of an hour of trolling. That is more than a pip of trolling.
Well, I guess you have a point.
Okay.
You're looking at Kamala Harris right now for this girl bus gatekeep gaslighting you're doing.
No, we're not talking about Kamala Harris. We're talking about the YCS.
Oh, are
Are
we
we?
now?
I want to
we?
get farther than one episode, please, for the love of God.
Like easy. We've talked for almost 15 minutes, and
No,
I
it's
don't
fine.
I don't think we have gotten into the YCS yet.
Okay, we're gonna get to it right now.
Okay.
So, this past weekend, was it this past weekend? At this point, when this goes up,
It
On the
was
past
like
weekend, right?
it was 2 days ago.
right? Yeah.
No,
okay.
no,
So let's-
actually, it was like 5 days ago because this is going out on Friday.
Oh my God! Blah, blah, blah. That's why I said last weekend,
Yeah. Tubbs
oh my
is
God, okay.
messing things up again.
dude. You guys are making. Okay, so last weekend there was the top cut for the YCS's remote YCS's. Are they still called extravaganzas?
No.
No,
No, they're not.
it's a completely different.
It's just straight up a remote YCS.
Yes.
So it was
Yeah.
the top cut for the remote YCS, which is very funny because the actual event was like a month ago.
Yeah. Well, they need to
Is
shut
that
out
like
cameras.
it was like July 11th,
Yeah.
and then those wacky guys down in Latin America had to send the cameras out to every single person across the entire
I
continent.
mean, like
Did
that's
you
an
even get your camera?
No, I didn't get them on time.
You right, because they just like were like, yeah, sorry, the camera is just like not there.
It was like stopped on like the customs of Chile, so I didn't get my camera.
Oh.
And they instead gave me like emergency like package that only had like 2 camera stands and like a mat and like some random sleeves, like ash blossom. I bring like my thing, my camera, like the one they use for the like the first stage, like the remote duel.
Right, your actual camera you own.
Yeah, and they like see at it, look at it, and it's like really bad because like it's like a fisheye and like very cheap and they say it's like really bad and it's really bad, and I'm like, well, maybe if it had arrived, it would be like a bit better, and that was so. It was so sad because like on the tech check that we did, like to see if like my things were working properly, I got humiliated. whatever.
Humiliated.
Why did they
clowned
make
on you?
fun of you? What the
Yeah,
hell?
because like I had to set up the camera stand, so like I thought I got like my package wrong because it had 2 camera stands and no cameras, and I was like, oh no, like they probably forgot like one of the boxes to give me or something. So I kept everything sealed in case I had to give it back. But then it was like, no, this is like a different package for my emergency, like so we can test your things, and it's like, oh okay. And then like I had to set up the camera stand, or like I'm like very like dumb, like in general.
So you
like,
wasted tournament time by setting up your mic stand.
No, it wasn't tournament time.
No,
it was like,
during
that was
it was
like
like the
show.
first day before.
Yeah, but like
They-
the problem is that I don't know how to set camera stands. Like I don't have those on my house. Like, and I'm really bad with like
What?
and I'm really
Dude,
bad.
it's like a tripod.
What do you mean you
I-
don't just have camera stands around your house 24/7? What the hell?
It's just a literal tripod that you just slap the camera
Well, I
on.
didn't
It's
know
not
how
hard.
I didn't know how to use it, and I'm very dumb at setting up things, as you have seen.
Yeah, clearly.
Uh,
Although you lied to us about
yeah,
it
well,
being...
I didn't.
Yeah,
lie
you got
about
Too
it.
dumb to do
outsmarted by
it.
this idiot. How do
Audacity.
you feel, Casey?
I feel very dumb.
I didn't
Yeah,
lie.
you should.
I didn't lie about about like the camera stands, and like the Konami stuff laughed at me because it was so hard to set it up. Like I was doing like the worst possible, and then I set it up, and it was like reversed, and like the guy's like, hey, you're going to hate me for this. So, like the camera is like reversed, so you have to change everything up, and it's like what?
They laughed at you?
Yeah, I got humiliated, and not only that, after like 1 day before the event, because my camera was so bad, they shipped me another camera, like which is not like the good cameras that were like arriving on like the package, so like a better camera than what I have.
Yeah, one that doesn't suck.
Exactly, like didn't have fisheye.
So you're
random
getting like
lighting.
3 cameras out of this?
Yeah.
What the
Right,
hell?
because you don't have to send them back, right?
No. But yeah, they did laugh at me. But to be honest, it was kind of funny because it was really hard.
It was a little funny.
Yeah.
Sounds like they trolled you a little bit.
They trolled me more than a little bit. They also full whitewashed me.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, transracial.
We have to talk about
what
that.
the hell?
Yeah, how does it feel being the first transracial Yu-Gi-Oh player?
Well, first things first, I'm not the first. Like, Pac also
What?
got one, and like the most famous case was like Marcus, I don't remember what, but he also got like full on whitewashed.
As well as Andres, right? His invitational caricature was really white.
It has happened before. It has never happened to me. But when it did, it was like so sad, and it was even worse because like I didn't even like get the stream on the event because I lost like on top 8. So everyone will believe I'm white now, and that's like the worst case scenario. It's not
Dude,
even
you-
that. Like the
A
camera
fate worse than death.
and the camera I had also made me look super white. Like it made me look like a ghost. So I guess it's probably for the better. Like they were like full on whitewashing me. Like I was my ethnicity was out.
They said this man is Caucasian now.
Like it's like when Konami sees like a race that is not like white or black or very brown. White.
Like, the camera's bad, and it looks kind of dark, but they might be white, so we're just gonna make them white.
Did you see what they did to Pac?
It's like the same. Like
Oh, they slaughtered
because-
him,
Yeah,
because
it
Pac-
made him
Pac
look
is-
Italian.
and he won the whole thing too.
Yeah.
and that's like the problem. It's
the
not
poor guy.
he's not like black or like very brown, so like they assume it's white.
Shockingly enough, it seems like talking about Konami whitewashing competitors has segued perfectly into talking about Pac and his first place finish. Wow.
Wow.
Can we get a round of applause for Pac?
And you can applaud if you want.
No, I'm not gonna.
Well, I
I'm not gonna
clapped. I clapped.
I'm all right.
And I
Great,
peaked the
thank you.
mic, so you can't use that audio.
No, I will. I'll use it.
To be fair, I think it's really
yeah,
it's really
so-
epic that Yugi
Shut up!
won. Okay.
Did you just
Yeah,
say
he got
shut
first
up
play-
to him and he's like,
he
it's
got
epic that Pac won? What the hell?
Pac got first place
Yeah, with
in
Frank
the
Kids.
YCS with Prank Kids.
Are you sure?
What do you guys think about that deck choice of Prank Kids?
Wait, did he play
Huh?
Frank Kids?
Yes, he played Prank Kids.
Are you sure?
Damn,
He got
crazy.
first place with Prank Kids.
Are you sure?
Wild.
I am astonished he even got to top cut with Prank Kids.
What
But
the
Frankie-
hell? Are you calling him trash?
No, I'm saying Prank Kids is trash.
No, Prankins is a really good deck.
Yeah,
Like,
Prankins
No,
the
it's
main
not.
the main thing is that people figured out like polymerization, good card, because it allows you to not lose to Ash Blossom.
Nah, Poddy sucks.
Oh.
Parallel that seed though, hella based.
I see. So
Shut
because
up.
back when Meow Meow came out, it was like, oh, Meow Meow's nuts. I had to make my entire deck based around resolving Meow Meow, and shockingly, getting ashed on Meow Meow just makes you lose.
Yeah,
You
but,
get
like,
ashed on
with
Meow
the-
Meow. You get
I
ashed
mean,
on
I know what you mean.
the Prank Kid.
Don't.
No,
be
I
a-
didn't know what you mean, so I'm glad you clarified.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like polymerization allows you to like not lose to like one of like Meister or Ash. It also is really good going second because it allows you for like totally awesome like setups. And for example, polymerization on 2 kids beats like Apollo Revolt, and that's like something very huge for the format because like I think Tri-Brigade was like the most represented on the 3 YCSs.
4 YCSs, but yeah.
And the 4, yeah.
Yeah. Tri-Brigade was like universally like the deck that people were on.
Exactly,
Specifically
and-
Tri-Brigade suit, by the way. Not pure
after-
Tri-Brigade. That deck
yeah.
sucks.
I
I
agree.
think on the breakdown that I will be putting in the edit, it's just Tri-Brigade and they don't specify whether it's like pure
And
or
after
birds.
and after polymerization was found out, like Prankids had a good like Tri-Brigade matchup, and having a good Tri-Brigade matchup is like very huge, like this meta.
Yeah,
So,
but what if
I
I,
think
just activate
Prankids-
seals?
I think Prankids is a really good like pick for this format. It's I think low key it may be like the best deck, like unironically. It also has a super good like Dragon League matchup.
I think you're capping hard right now.
No, I don't think I am.
Okay,
I feel him. You know, I started this topic saying that Prank Kids balls. I'm thinking Prank Kids is a little base.
but
No,
you
like-
allowed your opponent to get changed by Tub after everything he did?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he's
Okay,
lying
like-
right now,
Look,
trying to say
No.
we're
Prank Kid's the
actually
best deck.
trying to be genuine now. He would not troll me right now.
Yeah, no, like
No
right
way.
now, I'm not joking. Like I hate Prankies. Like I hate that deck. That's like the worst deck ever. But right now, it may be the best deck.
No, because people start playing Nib, and then Prank Kids die.
I mean, it gets a lot worse the more new there is. That's right. But like, it doesn't mean like it doesn't have a good Tri-Brigade matchup, which is like the huge part.
It's like people aren't going to be on Nibiru as long as the top decks like don't care about Nibiru.
Exactly.
Yeah, like Tri-Brigade.
Also, like Drytron,
Like Tri-Brigade.
like Prankies has a like I would say like unfavorable like Drytron matchup, but they can like cycle Riden and like a lot of hand traps to like
I mean,
help with that.
they play like Ash. That's all you need against Drytron. Drytron is so bad.
Veiler
Unbelievable.
works too, Sab.
Yeah.
You say Drytron is bad, yet in NA and EU, it was the second place deck in terms of placements in the top 32.
In top 32, yeah. And then you go to top 16, you know, when they finally play against actual decks, and they all died. Curious.
You never sent me the top 16 cut.
Well, that's because I needed a gotcha moment right now.
Oh my god. Okay,
Well-
gotcha. Here's the top 16. Can we get the top 16?
I don't actually have the top 16. I just know that
my
Drytron
God.
died out.
Alright,
Well-
I'll edit in post. You can see it right
I
here,
did,
right now.
I did play
There's the
against,
top 16.
I did play against the Drytron on the top 32.
You played against Drytron.
Yeah.
How was that match?
Well, I think the match is like favorable for like Ignister because you play so many hand traps. So like
You
more
play
often
Ash.
than not, like Ash and Baylor should stop their turn. Also like there is this thing with Drytron players that they love doing, which is like throwing the game, like by making Linkuribo. Like they have like super good like setup, and then like they randomly make a Linkuribo, and then they lose to Bell and Ash because you lose 2 names. Instead of just like using Alpha to tribute like the Zeta on the field. Like they love doing that.
But-
And they lose to that so often.
It's because you can go Alpha tribute Seta to get your Ben 10, so Seta can tribute Ben 10.
Yeah, but like why do you put like the Zeta on the graveyard?
They want to plus very hard.
They want to press
That's
hard
why.
and lose to Ash. You know, if they have Ash, they better have it.
Like no, but it's like better to like if you use like alpha and tribute zeta from the field and you get ash, the zeta can still resolve because you have something to send. If you make link Kuribo and like zeta like send alpha from hand, you lose two names from your hand, so you need another name if you want like the second name to resolve. And I think that's a really good thing. To be fair,
But it's
like
so plus.
I also main Solemn Strike, which is really good on that match as well.
Yeah, but why do you
So,
main Solemn Strike? What's the story?
well, I didn't have like signed minings for the tournament.
Wow.
Because like a friend of mine was like going to like lend me his signed minings. But he like days before the event he told me he was going to play Salad.
How did he
So
do?
X3 drop.
Love to hear it.
Nice.
So you had to
I
play
mean,
Ignister
nice.
with only 9 starters, right?
Exactly, but then again, like I'm pretty used to that because like I've played Madolche since 2015. Yeah, I'm like the 9 starter guy. I don't need more.
Oh,
Instead of that,
talking of
I decided to
Madolche.
like what?
Talking of Madolche, top 4? European
Epic.
YCS?
I mean, like I'm glad Madolche got that far. But, like it was also really sassy because like he got like against Nets, like he had Exodia on hand. Like he had
Yeah, cry
Exodia.
about it.
And like the guy also like made the weirdest like game 3 play ever. Um, he opened like Angeli's Salon Hood Cake and did like something super weird where he like randomly made like no he opened Magilin Hood Cake Salon and he randomly made like Angeli special summon the level 5 Madolche, and that makes zero sense because then you make it level 5 so you cannot overlay. And he didn't even like play nice to justify like he did weird stuff. Like I'm glad that Madolche got that far.
Yeah, he did take out 2 RAF members to then lose to a 3rd RAF member.
Yeah,
But,
like that was like the WAF Slayer.
dude, like, that Madolche player, if he beat Matt, would have had to play against RAF, who is also RAF. Like, he would
Yeah,
have had to play against Raphael, who is RAF. So he would
Yeah,
have
there
had to
wa-
play against 4 in a row to win the YCS.
4 WAF members in a row. Like like that was just so wacky. That was also weird. Like I was really glad that I topped because of like then like we had like one top for every WAF had like one YCS top for every like continent. Well,
Apart
aside
from
from Central
Central.
America. Yeah, but at the time with everyone thought like the Central America and South America would fuse, which apparently was a lie. Well, like we were like gaslighted into believing that the events were going to fuse.
Yeah, Konami did a little bit of trolling of their own.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm glad because this way I got my prize card, so that's epic.
Yeah.
What prize card was that?
Duel Links Dragon, super rare.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Duel Links Dragon.
Nah, the card looks really
Ooh.
good, actually. No, the card just
Yeah.
looks sick. And so does
I
the
wish
playmat.
I wish it was the blade mat is sick more than the card I think. And like I really like the artwork of the card. I wish it was better. I don't think we usually have like prize cards being that good.
We've had like
Chaos
a few.
Emperor, Minerva,
Giant
eh,
Hand,
Giant
Blood
Hand.
Mephist.
Chaos Emperor. I mean
Yeah.
like the retrain of Chaos Emperor.
Yeah, I think like Minerva is like the most notable one because literally you just had Minerva, you won every YCS you entered. It was insane.
Yeah. No, I like. I guess like the idea is also to not make them so meta relevant that like you win the event by having like a prize card because that's
Yeah.
like bad design.
I think
yeah.
I like the prize cards that just like look nicer but aren't really like
Good.
format warping.
You
Like
mean-
Dual Lane Dragon is a really nice looking card.
Yeah, well like the effect is really bad.
Yeah, but imagine if it was like
The
imagine
best
if
event ever.
imagine if
The best
Gumbler was a prize card, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
That was so toxic.
The format would look a lot better, no? Because like less people will have like Gumbler, so you won't
Yeah.
get like
Yeah,
hand.
but then the
you wouldn't
rich
get, like,
would
hand
get
loot.
yeah,
richer.
but then it just like makes the game incredibly pay to win because
know, I know.
the only good deck of the format would be locked behind $1,000.
I agree with
No,
that.
it's locked behind not sucking at the game.
True.
I mean, yeah, if you're good, you don't need to like buy the card. You just can get it.
Okay, something that I kind of want to touch on is looking at the top, the finals of each YCS, and somehow, in some way, invoked Dogmatica Eldritch, or I guess one of them's invoked Dogmatica Eldritch, and the other one's just Shadal, so it's just classic AIDS. It got second place.
In all of them?
So in the South America YCS, second place was invoked Dogmatica Eldritch. And in the what does CA stand
Central America?
Central America.
Central. Oh, there's a separate one for Central America.
Yeah, we
What?
literally
What were
just
you
talked
talking about that?
Do you not listen to Tub, your own guest?
Are you like blind?
Yeah. So Central America, second place was invoked Dogmatica. Should also old reliable AIDS.
Damn,
Are you like blind?
that's
So like
not-
in the brain?
I personally believed, with my meta expertise, that invoked was kind of done.
No,
Like
like
their
that.
good, their good matchup was gone because their good matchup was
Dragon Link.
Dragon Link, and Dragon Link just again top 32. There's like 2 Dragon players that
Well,
top.
okay, let's be clear here. It had a good matchup against Dragon Link specifically because of the Shadol cards, which only the Central American list was playing Shadol cards. The South American second place wasn't playing any Shadols at all.
Right, they're playing Eldritch, which is worse.
Yes. Did you watch
You
that
see-
finals, by the way?
I did not.
Oh, well, Andres Torres won with Drytron, but in Game 3, his line was incredibly, to put it in a nice way, fucking dog shit. And literally, if the Info Dogmatica Eldritch pair opened any real cards outside of the Eldritch card, like if the Eldritch cards were any real cards instead, he would have won. It was so funny. He had like 3 Eldritch cards that all did nothing.
The classic fate of the Eldritch variant,
Yeah.
doing literally nothing for 3 turns and then losing.
It's kind of poetic if you think about it. The only time Eldritch was really good one was like with Synchros.
Yeah, wild how it was good when you could draw 4 cards, I agree.
Yeah, like that makes decks a lot better. But yeah, no, like Invoked Shadow Dogmatica is like it's always like a good like center deck. Like it's like fine. It's not like game breaking, but it's always like there. It's never like bad.
Yeah. It's always
It
like
also has-
dependent on the format.
Yeah, it also has like, unironically, it has like a lot of skill ceiling. So like not a lot of people can play it properly. Which is weird because like like Invoked is like the monkey by default.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
there's
no,
like you get monkey decks that are like actually very high skill ceiling, weirdly enough. Like True
Yeah.
Draco's was like that as well.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
Well,
and people meme a
'cause
lot.
decks like- Sorry, I just literally talked right over you. But with a lot of those decks, you could be like, haha, monkey flip. But the combos are simple, but a lot of the skill ends up going into like the technical interaction play more than like your lines. And I feel that is very much the case with Invoked Eldritch. Or not Invoked Eldritch, because that deck sucks. Invoked Dogmatica,
With the
Well, I
Shadows,
think-
where
yeah.
like most
think-
of your skill is like how you play against the other player.
Well, I think Eldritch is like, it's not that hard. Or like the, I think like mostly it's like the shadow part, which is like the skill ceiling is.
Yeah.
And like I guess like the invoked is because like instead of just making mecha, like how you use your invocation, or like when do you use your disruption, like. I think the deck like doesn't get enough credit, or like it's really hard to play like optimally. I think something really similar happened with True Draco. Like Seb said, like that deck is not like easy to play properly. Like there is like a base that anyone can do. Like there is like a big jump between like a bad and good like True Draco player. It also happened with Altergeist. That everyone is like, oh, monkey flip. Like Altergeist has so much like random like interactions between their cards, and like to play it optimally, like it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Geist is almost more like a ramp deck more than it is a control.
The issue with guys is that it fucking sucks, though.
Yeah, it does suck.
Right now, yeah. But
Like
yeah,
like Geist is all about like you start off the game real slow, but then like over the course of your next couple turns you end up having like this huge board of Hextias and You've got all these trap cards, and you keep triggering multi-faker every single turn.
Yeah, like people don't really like. There are so many bad guys players, which are like just like trap, faker, summon, silly quitus, and like just do like the same thing every time. It's not even that. Like sometimes people are just like, oh, I'm going to summon Melosic instead of silly quitus with this faker, and it's like, oh wow, amazing. But like there is so much more to it. And like bad Altergeist players like are really like obvious that when they are bad. It's a bit sad that the deck could be like better, but like it got like the imports too late. We're probably getting like Altergeist Query and the Link 4 and the extender like on Brothers of Legends.
Imagine if you got Altergeist Poopy when Link Cross was legal. Altergeist would
Yeah.
actually have been the best deck.
I don't know if the best deck would like that. That would be amazing. Like without Link Cross,
It would be pretty good.
without Link Cross, it gets a lot worse because then you, no matter if you have like a Melusic or like Marionetter with like the Pukery, because of Link Cross, you would always end on like a Faker or like Protocol or like any trap.
Yeah.
But now you cannot. So, oh yeah, you always made like no matter how you started, you will always like end on like Faker trap setups if you have like Link Cross and Pukeri.
Yeah, and then you had like 2 tokens that the opponent had to like run over, otherwise you just start turn with monsters that can apply pressure, like nightmares.
Yeah, yeah, like Link Cross was so insane. I wish we had a card that just like sends like a monster like to the graveyard. I mean like
Well, like
a
Link
Link
Cross
monster.
without the token effect.
Exactly, just
Yeah,
like
that would
a
still
Link
be
that's like
broken. That would like be
Yeah,
very insane.
yeah, it would be super insane. I mean, it would be less insane than Link Cross. Like the tokens were not like just like a cherry on top. Like the tokens were like a little bit of good.
When the Link one is one material.
Yeah, like no, but I wish we had something like was like materials one Link monster, but it would be insane. I agree. Like the closest thing we have is Gravity Controller.
And that card's like actually really good. There's like another thing with Shadows that like differentiates the good and bad players is how they utilize cards like Gravity Controller.
Yeah, Gravity Controller is amazing. I think it's super well card designed.
Oh, talking of Shadows, right? The second place Central American list was main deck and Secret Village, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I guess they were like scared of like
Striker,
and those
yeah.
kind. Yeah.
There's like quite a few. I think like Alexis, who ended up winning with Tri-Brigade C, was like mentioned that he was expecting a lot of Sky Striker as well.
Galileo, which is like, I think he's like the first ranked player on the world.
He's
or
like the
something.
best. He's like actually the best player.
Yeah, he wasn't a striker too. His
Yeah.
game was unlucky though.
He played Striker and he got fucking bodied because he was playing Striker and that deck is fucking dog shit.
Yeah,
And-
they usually happens when you play striker. You
Yeah.
lose the duel.
Yeah, and Gabriel Farkas can't even say, "Oh, it's the pilot, not the deck," because Gali is literally the best player in the world. Like there is literally not a better striker
Not much
player.
you can say against that.
Yeah, and even Gali on striker can't carry.
Like, but it was cool to see him.
Yeah. I'm happy that he top. I was hoping he would win because it'd be like his 5th YCS win.
Well, I mean, Ravel his third one, so like that's
Yeah.
actually like a
I think the record's
to
at
think
4.
about.
I'm pretty sure the record's at 4, like Biddy Break or something.
Didn't really break go to like 80 or something YCS. Like he said something like that on stream, and that's just like
Has there
mind-blowing.
even been 80 YCSs?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Has it not? Because there was the 100th, right? And that was the 100th
Yeah,
YCS, was it not?
Yeah, Casey, it was a joke.
Well,
Let's get whooshed.
You did just get whooshed.
Oh my god.
I can't say that I'm surprised because I think it's fitting that Casey doesn't get jokes because like he's really like
Stupid. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Thanks, guys. Okay.
I mean, we're being honest, and you should like give us like a medal for that.
Last general thing I want to mention about the YCS. After this, I want to talk to you, Tub, about specifically at Ignister. We're going to go hard in on that.
Okay.
First, I want to talk about Karl Jacobs. because that was so funny when I saw it on my timeline.
Funny?
Tub, do you know what happened?
He said congratulations to Pac or something, right?
He did.
I wouldn't say that's funny. I say that's sweet. I think that's nice.
Now I'll get into why it's a funny IMO, in my honest opinion. So
IMO doesn't have honest.
oh my god. So
Should have said I am
so
hatred.
Pac wins the YCS. Again,
you
round
sure?
of applause.
Are you sure?
Yeah, are you
you.
sure Pac won?
So he won the YCS.
Were you
Wow!
allowed
Oh
to
my
say it?
god! Spoiler
And
alert.
sorry, spoiler alert. And he
You
goes
were on the event?
on. Shut up.
Yeah, were you there? Can you confirm?
And he goes onto Twitter and he says, "Hey, I can't even remember the tweet. He's like, haha, I won," or whatever. He's like, "Yay, I'm so happy that I won. Don't care." And Karl Jacobs just replies like, "Yo, congrats, Pac." And Seb, when I told him about this, he literally just didn't even know who Karl Jacobs was.
I did. What the hell? I told you,
You're like,
Karl
I'm
Jacobs.
gonna have to
has-
research him.
Dude, I told you, Karl Jacobs was like Impact's chat for like a month before the YCS.
Really?
Yeah. Like Karl
Wait,
Jacobs
really?
is a Pac watcher. Do you not know? I
actually
told
didn't
you
know that.
this. That's why.
Nah, I totally forgot
That's why I
then.
think it's sweet that he congratulated Pac. And like,
It is very sweet that he did it.
I went,
I just think it's very funny because okay, actually I remember the exact thing. He replied like King.
yeah,
He's like, "Congrats, King."
yeah.
And then every single reply was like a very blatant Dream SMP fan going like, "King, King, King," not knowing anything about what was going on.
Now,
And then there was like one guy in the comments that was like, "What is Karl Jacobs replying to?" Like they just didn't even know what it was.
Karl Jacobs did a stream with Pac as well. Like, I think,
Being coach, yeah.
yeah, I think it was like a few days before YCS Top Cut, like, or maybe like the weekend before. And he had like a lot of his viewers were Impact streamed there. So I think they know who Pac is. A few of them at least. The real Karl Jacobs fans.
Yeah, the real ones know about Pac.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just kind of surreal seeing a guy that has been in a literal Mr. Beast video turning around and like supporting like just some Yu-Gi-Oh content creator. Not even like a particularly popular one. Like, okay, Pac is
Do you
popular.
not know the story?
He's very
Do
popular.
you not know the story?
Am I just super out of the loop
You
on
are,
this entire
you
saga?
should have asked me for a briefing.
Oh my God. You know what? Okay.
I should have. You should have asked me for a debriefing. Okay, so what happened was like,
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. You could tell the whole
yeah,
story.
15 years ago.
Is Tub muted? Oh my God, Tub's not even here. Okay, continue.
15 years ago, Karl Jacobs was like a kid and he had no money and he was trying to buy a chocolate from the shop. And Pat came in and was like, "Yo, I got you G," and got him 2 chocolate bars. And Karl, two chocolate bars. And Karl Jacobs remembered this and was like, "Oh my God, it's you. You're the guy who gave me the 2 chocolate bars." And now they're best friends.
Dang, that's insane.
Dang. It would be bad if I made all of that up.
Yeah, that would be shocking. It's kind of like, so the whole thing with Karl Jacobs is it's like, it's very similar to how I felt with the Critical stuff. Where it was like, what? Critical, like, plays this game and, like, collects the cards and stuff? And he got all of his fans, like, potentially into it too?
Yeah, Moise was playing like Duel Links before then, so he wanted to like take a look at the TCG and did a bunch of botch openings, and then something happened. He was like, "Yo, Fafa, let's do an interview," and like no one watched it. It was sad,
Like, no one watched it.
but
It wasn't a good interview.
a lot of people
I'll say.
were in Pack Stream for the Karl Jacobs thing. Like Pack Stream was popping off that stream.
Well, yeah, because anything that has Karl Jacobs in it, that's a guy that has like 2.5 million followers
Yeah,
across his platforms.
yeah,
Of
2.9
course, it's
on
gonna
Twitch.
pull attention to the guy that like how. Okay, I need to check right now how many subs Pac has. Is it like 20K
What, on YouTube?
on YouTube?
It's
Because I
around
assume he's
20K.
bigger on
probably.
YouTube.
Do you want to know like the actual story behind?
He has 18K.
Do you want?
I would love to know the story
Okay.
between Karl Jacobs and Pac.
Well, one of Karl Jacobs' friend was like, "Hey, this game is like something you probably enjoy. And Karl was like, okay, I'll try it out. He played some shitty Dark Magician deck at locals. It went bad. And then like when he was saying, it's like, oh, if you're wanting to get good at the game, which I know you want to get good at the game, you should look up Pack on YouTube. And so Karl Jacobs started watching like Pack content. Like it's the only Yu-Gi-Oh content that Karl Jacobs has watched, as far as I'm aware, was like Pack. And then like he hopped into Pack streams and gave it a bunch of subs, and then they started talking, and then they did the stream together. And that's like as far as I know.
And Karl Jacobs lifted Pack up like a tiny baby bird and fed him money and followers.
I don't think that's how the history goes.
I mean, like, isn't Karl Jacobs shorter? How isn't Karl Jacobs short? He looks short.
I can look it up right now. Karl.
Because I'm wondering
Jacobs
if he's like
height.
shorter than Pack, or if that's like even possible.
Karl is 5'11",
Damn, he might be shorter.
which
than
is taller than me.
Pack. You're short.
I'm at a like right here.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be funny.
I will need 2 minutes, guys.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. It's
You what?
What?
something urgent.
You're
And-
leaving.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Go talk to him about Ignister now.
Will you
Okay.
get this back?
Hey. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna mute,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna talk to you about Ignister.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever
Okay.
you do, do not pause.
Okay.
Do not pause. Jesus Christ! Don't pause. Keep
Okay,
it running. I'm gonna
okay.
lose my mind.
Okay.
Do not pause. Do not pause.
Okay.
I'm
Do
gonna
not
pause.
Just go. Oh my God.
We must pause.
Okay. Hey.
together.
So Tub. So you got top. What 8?
8. Yeah.
How did I forget? I literally just asked him this like not that long ago.
Like an hour ago, yeah. He got top 8.
He got top 8. You got top 8 with at Ignister, and you are the only person in Latin America. Actually, if we pull up the top cut again, I think so. There was 2 at Ignister players in America, none in Europe.
Yeah.
I
shut
don't
that.
have the Central America breakdown, and 1 in Latin America, and that's you, Tub. You are that one at Ignister player in Latin America, and you got top 8. How do you feel after getting top 8 with a deck that is bad?
I feel very good.
That is a terrible
I
Tub impersonation.
know. I'm sorry.
That was honestly might have been racist.
I'm sorry.
Stop doing
Well,
it.
I'm not. I'm not saying I'm sorry.
He really had to come in here and say, yeah, so I know I'm the guest and all, but I'm going to troll you for 10 minutes before the podcast starts. And then I'm actually going to just like leave in the middle. God, terrible guest.
Great guess.
Can we promise to never have him back on?
Yeah. Never.
Okay,
who
perfect.
should be in
Now-
this episode?
We're not talking about that right now.
Well, I mean, what else do we talk about right now?
We're going to talk about Ad Ignister. We're going to talk about Ad Ignister. What are your opinions on Ad Ignister?
I think
Because I personally think it's poo-poo doo-doo balls.
I think that deck is the best deck ever created.
You capping?
I think it's Power Cut Black Wings, and if you've seen the Progression series, Black Wings is a pretty good deck. So Power Cut Black Wings, also a pretty good deck. It's better than Salamangre, that's for sure.
That is true. It is better than Salamander.
No, I mean like it's like Salamangre but better. Is that what I mean? And everyone always gets mad at me when I make that comparison, but it's literally true.
Salamander is definitely more mid-range and has like more like it has better like pivot play. It has more options.
No, Ignis has the same amount of options.
Yeah, see, but Ignister players just make arrivals and don't do anything else.
Yeah, and Salamangre players just make Sunlight Wolf and don't do anything else. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but Sunlight Wolf can pivot into like Heatleo access code setups.
Yeah, and a
It
rifle
can
can pivot
pivot.
into access code as well.
Oh God.
Yeah, 8K
That
access
deck
code.
really is good.
Yeah, 8K access code. Insane.
8K access.
Yeah,
code.
I actually like
That's,
how you kill
lethal.
a lot of the time. It's like you make access with a rifle.
Every time I see someone do an access code, it's so funny because They just attack for like 5,000 and then pass. Like they blow up the board and then attack for 500 and then pass.
You watching?
Exordio.
Oh.
Exclusively Exordio.
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, you better be.
Yeah. You've been taking a long time answering my question. Could you please answer?
What was the question, sorry?
I forgot.
How do you feel about getting top 8 of the Central American YCS with Ignister?
It was South American.
Oh, my bad. How do you feel about getting top 8 at the European YCS with Ignister?
There wasn't even an Ignister player in the
wait,
Europe top
no,
32.
How do you feel about getting top 8 at the North American YCS with Ignister?
Well, if you ended up with your trolling, actually, super nice. Like, I play the YCS for the participation prizes, like, unironically.
Damn, what the hell? Didn't care about the YCS? Only entered for the playmat? It's not even a good looking playmat.
I didn't think I would like
make it that far.
Yeah, like my deck was dog shit, and it really was. Like it is.
Wow, even you admit it.
No,
yeah.
It's because you didn't have silent mining. That's why he's saying that.
No, that's not.
Actually, silent mining sucks. I agree.
Silent mining's bad.
I mean, every time you get asked on silent mining, you lose. I agree on that.
Again,
but yeah,
there's one person playing Ignister in Top Cut, and they also are not on silent mining.
And
Curious.
even then,
Curious.
like day 2, day 1, I already lost 2 matches, and day 2 I didn't want to play because I was like, oh, like might as well save the time. But then like Ray and Herman like changed my mind to play day 2. And then I did well, and I topped, and that was kind of amazing. Like, and the only, I mean, like,
and now you
pretty
got
much the
Karl.
only reason, yeah, and pretty much the only reason why I won was like, WAF crowdfunding me an access code because they thought like I was like cool and like I would like deserve it.
Yeah, shoutouts to WAF.
Yeah, and if I went this far with this tournament, it's just because of them, like pretty much. I think the pick was really good, like as a deck, because like people didn't know how to play around it. Like they were using their hand traps wrong.
Yeah.
Oh really?
That's like the thing with Ignister is that so many people play against it wrong.
Yeah, like people don't read the cards. People ask me what does this do, and I'm telling, oh, this has a graveyard effect when you battle, and they just forget it. Like I won most of my games were like 10 million times easier because people didn't know how to play around the deck. Like one well-timed like Ash Blossom may stop your turn, and one bad-timed Ash Blossom may like hand loop them for 1.
I like playing like decks where the opponent like asks me what does this card do. I'm like always happy when I hear that, especially when it's like LP.
Yeah, what kind of person doesn't know what LP does?
Someone's like, "Oh, what does Scattershot do?" And you're like, "Oh."
I mean, to be fair,
I've got news for you.
To be fair, if you're playing for Canucks, you need every advantage you need.
Yeah, like I think that's like the beauty of like the rogue decks. But yeah, no, like the pick is good, and like Ignister is I would say like it's pretty much meta. Maybe not that much now, because like Tri-Brigade is a lot more played, and it has a really bad Tri-Brigade matchup because of Revolt and Apollo. But yeah, no, like the deck is good. Like it's not bad by any means, and like the player base I have, I was lucky that most people didn't know how to play around them. Some people did, and it made the duel like a lot harder. And then like the way I lost to the top cut, I don't think it was that much my fault. Like game 1, I opened 3 islands Doyon, which is unplayable. It doesn't do anything. You cannot even like search.
What was the 5th card?
It was Solemn Strike.
Oh, would have been silent mining.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, would have been Signet.
It would have been Signet.
And he would have been ashed, and it wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think he had Ash. In either case, like I just lost, and then I top deck something unplayable too. Then game 2, I got drawled. I passed. Used Lancia, so he passed. Then like I got like Nibiru. He had Gamma too. And when I managed to like make a 3K arrival, next turn he just Gamma seals me. So that was pretty depressing. I
Unlucky.
just wasn't meant to win that match, so I don't think like the deck was
And what was this matchup? Because
Tri-Brigade.
you have so far
It was
you have
versus
so far
Tri-Brigade.
listed only generic
No, it was
cards.
versus Tri-Brigade.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Tri-Zoo? Or did
no,
you not even get far enough to know whether they were playing
no,
the
it
Zoo
was
cards?
it was pure Tri-Brigade.
Ew.
Mm,
Yeah.
that is really gross.
Imagine being so shit that you play pure Tri-Brigade.
I mean, it worked for him. He was like top 4,
That is true. He did get top 4.
so I guess it cannot be that bad. Like,
Pure Tri-Brigade players, they're like the type of people to activate Rescue Cat and then try to use the PUR to effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rescue Cat is really bad in Tri-Brigade IMO.
I agree.
It's just like so... What's the word I'm looking... It's so glass cannon. Like, yeah, you get to get like 2 monsters on field, but if they hit it with any interaction, you just lose.
I mean, like that's like the Tri-Brigade deck in general, but it's like with the Sue cards, if you get hand trapped, you still have like all your resources in grave. If you're playing against interaction going second, like if you get hand trapped on your rat, you can still make Warbow. With the cat, if you get hand trapped on cat, you only have 1 tri-tape in grave. But a hand trap
Like
on soup, it's like 3 in
Being
grave.
cat, which is like useless.
Yeah.
like Zeus are really good into hand traps, especially going second because you
Yeah.
can like Zeus like
Well,
stops like
It's only relevant going
Apollo.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they really
But they-
shine going second. There are some weird things
But they-
like Barrage and Keras not being combo. But like I guess it's just like, well, like it's a lot better, and I think the YCS has shown that the Zeus are really like the thing, like putting like the deck like to a higher level. I think.
Even in spite of losing Dryden on the last band.
Yeah, do you know what I said on Twitter literally like the day before the YCS even started? Like before even the Swiss rounds, I just like start of the month. I said on Twitter, Rescue Cat fucking dog shit. Zoodiac is where it's at for like Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade Sue is literally better still.
I
And
don't think I have ever seen like Rescue Cat resolving in my entire life.
we need
I'm gonna put the tweet up as the receipt.
yeah, and you need to put up the he told you gift, the team sound like he told you, because I told
the
Oh
he
my
you.
told
god!
you.
Oh my god! I have to
I-
go again.
I'm gonna add a Vine Thud right here.
Boom.
Oh my god, Tub's gone again.
No, it's fine. We can just like
Alright.
transition to outro.
Another Vine Thud.
Boom.
Boom.
Alright, we can transition to like outro now, I guess. We talked about Ignister.
What? Okay, so
Unless do you want to talk more?
like I don't know. Is there really anything else to talk about this YCS? It sucks. I would love to talk a lot about decks. I thought we had some really good insight, but there's like the only thing we could talk about still, and I don't want to talk about it, is Virtual World.
Oh, I mean, we can talk about Virtual
Would you like
World.
to talk about Virtual World now that Tub has decided that he doesn't
Yeah,
want to be
let's
part
talk
of this
about
podcast?
Virtual World.
All right,
Okay.
we're talking about Virtual World.
Okay.
So Virtual World, again, top 32. Put it back up. I'm gonna put a Vine Thud
Boom.
as it goes up on the screen.
Yeah.
It got 4 tops in NA, got 4 tops in EU, and it got 3 tops in Latin America. Again, I don't have Central America.
Yeah, they never.
You suck at
No,
making
no, Central America never
screens.
released it. That's why.
Oh, you could have said that like an hour ago.
I always thought the YCS Top Cut was being combined, and then they didn't combine it. So it's like,
So we just don't know the Carfax for
yeah.
Central
I mean,
America.
normally we never know top 32 of a YCS unless you like do investigative journalism, which is what I have to do every time. Oh, actually no, that is a lie. Normally we do
real
know top-
detective Seb here.
We know like we kind of know Top Cut normally, but like we like normally with like a normal YCS, it's like we have 18 other that they never clarify. You have to do
Right.
investigative journalism on.
Well, and at an actual YCS, you could just go up to the players and be like, "Hey, are you in top 2 or in top 32?" And they're like, "Yeah." And you're like, "What are you playing?" And they just tell you,
Yeah.
or they don't because, "Ooh, actually, I don't want people."
You actually I don't want
They'd be
people.
like, "Oh." You're like, "Oh, I don't want people knowing my deck, even though I've been playing for 8 rounds straight already."
Or it'd be 11 rounds, but yeah.
Well, once you get to top cut, yeah, but in day 1,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're like, You're like, oh, I've already played through 8 rounds, so like everybody in this floor knows what my deck is, but I don't want to tell you in particular.
Yeah, well, you see, that's because they're playing around me just going around doing spreadsheeting.
Right. Yeah, you cheating.
It's not cheating.
Breaking the rules.
It's not breaking. What rule does it break? Tell me, in the policy, what does it break?
But still, having 3 to 4 of the deck in the top 32 is quite impressive for a deck that everyone agrees is like not that good.
I think it's good.
I think it's also quite good. I think people are trying to play it like it was pre mass exodus of the good cards.
Yeah, but
being one card. But I think it has a lot of tools that it can use. And it makes it a lot more mid-rangey, and people just don't want to play it that way.
The thing about Virtual World is that ever since VFD got banned, it was still a really good deck. Like, the engine's still really good. It has a really good toolbox. It plays like, in a weird way, it plays sort of like Infernity Synchro in Duel Links, right? It's just like massive toolbox extra deck. And the issue, though, was that we still had like decks like Dragon Link, which had a favorable Virtual World matchup, and we had like these good decks that were like very good at establishing boards that are hard to break. And Virtual World, even if they did break those boards, they couldn't really do anything to they couldn't set up their own board afterwards to sort of stop the opponent on the crackback. Whereas like with this format, everything is so much slower that you can play a deck like Virtual World, and it's just really good for the grind. Like, Virtual World grind is really good. And so in a slower format like we are in now, decks like Virtual World really get to shine.
Right. I feel that 100%. I kind of like that about this format. Although I am not, playing a ton. I really like that even, you have your combo decks and you have your control decks, but none of them are like so obscenely overpowered.
Yeah, it's boring. Oh my god. It's actually boring.
I don't know. I'm a Salamangreat fan.
Yeah, well, I'm a fan of playing a good deck.
If I was playing in that YCS, which I was not, I probably would have been playing Salamangreat.
If I was playing in the YCS, which I was, I'd be playing a good deck, which is why I played Dragon Link.
Clearly not that good because he didn't top.
Well, it's not my fault that my 95% consistent deck doesn't open dragons. And it's not my fault that my opponent was good at top decking Red Eyes Fusion in a simplified game state.
Cope.
That's not cope.
That's
You're coping.
It is cope.
And it's also not my fault that I drew in time because of a 35-minute round. Okay?
Look, I know for a fact that you have all of the capabilities to play Trizu, and you chose not to.
Yeah,
even though that was clearly the better deck.
No, I believe Dragon Link is better than Tri-Suit, and that's why I chose to play Dragon Link.
Yeah, and look how well that worked out for you, huh?
Well, I played a 35-minute round. That's not my fault.
That is copium.
Also, like, all my losses, I would have lost with Tri-Brigade as well. It was a sort of like just not opening starters, which Tri-Brigade is a lot less consistent than Dragon Link is. So if I was bricking with Dragon Link, I would have bricked more with Tri-Brigade. So actually,
you're an unlucky man, aren't you?
Actually, Tri-Suit would have been worse. Sweaty.
Yeah, whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. I think I like that. It feels very similar to. What format does it feel similar to? It feels a lot like
2019.
To
back
what?
when, like before, like Dragon Link. Kind of before. I guess Dragon Link now, the Dragon Link board has still turned into like Seal's Tiding Pass.
Yeah, Compost Turbo, come at me.
But now you put like more hand traps on it and like more less engine, which is like the difference.
I'm playing like.
Oh yeah, you decided to come back and jump into our conversation without context at all.
Yeah.
I thought he came in smoothly actually.
He just started talking gibberish.
No, what he said was correct. He was like talking about how like
it was right doesn't mean that it was like
it was relevant to the conversation because we're talking about Dragon Link and how Dragon Link is now with like I'm main decking 14 hand traps in it at the moment. Because it's just
To be
like
fair,
because it's just like the idea that, or at least how I see Dragon Link, is that you just need to play enough turn one so that your opponent doesn't set up anything relevant, so that you just kill them turn 3, because you're always killing turn 3 with Dragon Link, unless you're deadly
Yeah.
B7.
Right. It's a lot more fair in a world without. I forgot what cards got hit. I would be honest.
LP?
Dragon Link.
Did they actually hit LP?
Yeah,
I totally
they
forgot they hit. I was like, they totally hit LP, right?
LP and
But like
Striker, like their two best
literally
cards.
every single like other day, I'm like, they hit LP, right? I've been thinking that for like a year. I'm like, there's no way they haven't hit LP.
Yeah.
And then they didn't hit
They
LP.
banned LP, Limited Striker Dragon. But in my opinion,
Right, and that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it.
and in my
It was just
opinion,
those two
though,
things.
I feel like they need to hit a lot more on Dragon Link to make that deck like not playable.
I mean, you don't need to.
I
kill-
don't
you
think
don't
they
need to
want to
kill
make it
it.
unplayable.
You don't need to kill it. Like you can have like the deck be like around, just not as good.
If
Like,
it's
the same
around,
thing
it's
was
the
with
best
Drytron.
deck. Nah, if it's
Like-
around, it's the best deck always.
The problem is, literally, like every 3 months, there's a chance of Dragon Link getting another tool that's gonna make it busted again. Especially, on the horizon, we're looking at, Bode, Burst of Destiny, having a bunch of more Dragon
Yeah,
support.
ignore those cards. Those cards are shit. But we might get War End, which would be really good.
I mean, like Save always was like, oh, Bod is like the worst set ever. Like, we haven't had
Hey,
a set with 3
hey,
meta archetypes
hey.
in like so long.
Tub. I've not read a single card in Burst of Destiny outside of cards that can FTK.
Burst of Destiny feels a lot like Phantom Rage to me.
Probably.
Phantom-
Yeah.
Like a really
Rage-
like a.
Phantom Rage is overhyped. It wasn't that good at the time.
Oh, it is
What the
overhyped.
hell?
But it had like a really good central theme
Dogmatica?
with the
Virtual
Phantom
World?
with the PK cards.
Oh wait,
But
Dogmatica or Rise of the
Dogmatica
Fuck.
is Rise of the Duel, and Rise of the
mind.
Duelist is an insane set.
I was gonna say that's how I feel about Rise of the Duelist too.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it has
Burst
like
of
a
Destiny
really
is Rise of the
good.
Duelist, yeah.
Phantom
Core
Rage,
set.
Phantom Rage had good starts. Like, I mean, Virtual World was meta right from the get go, but like Phantom
Virtual
Knights-
World
Not
was
your
in it.
Phantom
Duelist
Knights-
Academy.
Phantom Knights are very good.
I mean,
They
they're like
just
fine.
aren't good enough to top.
No, like the Phantom Knights are like fine, and then we have a.
Actually, no, wait. I literally say that, but Phantom Knights did top. Again, I'm gonna pull up the top 32 again. It got one top in NA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the deck is not like it's not like Phantom Rage made the deck like incredibly like
And
broken.
Raid Raptor topped in Latin America.
Tri-Brigade wasn't that good until Kit, because like the Kit Nerval like interaction is so strong.
Yeah.
Well, but even since it came out, people were like, okay, this engine is gonna be pretty good.
I mean, they were right.
It's like apparently banishing cards to summon a Link 4 for free is like a little good.
Tri-Brigade is
think
what
so?
Thunder should have been, to be honest.
A Link 4 that has good effects too. On top of being able to summon any Beast Link or any Tri-type
Okay,
Link,
Casey,
right?
I'm gonna let you in on the secret.
What's your secret?
Any main set Link 4 that's a secret rare is always broken. That's like fact.
That is true.
That I can't think of a single Link 4 main set secret rare that's not broken.
I'm not even gonna think about what Link 4s there have been. I'm just gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna be honest. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't Bomber Dragon a secret?
And Bomber Dragon is insane.
That is true. Bomber Dragon.
Bomber
is
Dragon
insane.
was incredibly broken when it came out. Firewall as well, Sayuja. Okay, Sayuja's shit, but a lot of people think it's good. Borload, Boar Sword,
good.
Access Code, Appaloosa, like everything.
That plant Link. Yes.
Yes,
I don't think that was a secret,
it
but
was. But
it was.
It's Plant Firewall Dragon, and Firewall
I mean,
Dragon
it is
was
Plant
good.
Firewall
Like the
Dragon.
card is not bad if you look at it. Like
If anyone would know how good it is, it'd be YouTube.
no, but like the effect is not bad. Like it's just like not a lot of decks can play it because it's a plant. So like if you read the card, it's not bad
Yeah,
by
like
any means.
Instant Avalon, I think is good.
The age-old problem of this card is really good, but it requires me to play plant cards.
Oh no,
I mean,
what
it's
a
just like the
shame.
same-
It's not like there's been a billion broken plant decks since Master Ball 4.
Can you name them?
Plant FTK 1, Plant FTK 2, Plant FTK 3, Plant FTK 4.
So you mean
Plant Link?
So you mean
Plant
plant
FTK
FTKs
5?
in which case the Link 4 is worthless because it's not good for
Yeah,
FTK.
but I'm saying that like Plant has there's so many broken tools. Okay, there's more in the OCG. Plant didn't really do much in TCG because we hit the cards in time. But like in the OCG, this Plant kept being a deck like Plant Link or Plant FTK. Just kept being a deck because Plant just has so many broken tools that are easily abusable. And so like this Link 4 is just going to add to that. Like we're going to eventually get a good Plant deck such as Sun Avalon, where the Plant Link 4 is like super relevant in.
I mean, to be fair, like, so Avalon has stopped in the OCG after like they got their new supporting Burst of Destiny.
Boom.
So like it's not a game breaking deck by any means. So like the deck is not bad, and I think like after that
Too bad it will continue to be unplayable due to a certain set not coming out until January.
Weird.
Weird.
But
Weird.
but it got delayed. It got changed again, which is so random.
Yeah, congrats on Konami for doing the right thing and pushing Synchro Storm after delaying it to January 21st. They did the right thing and they pushed it back a bit. Like they made it release earlier, and it is now releasing January 14th. Can we get a round of applause for Konami for this? You know, really being good for the players.
Wow, you clap Konami, but you don't clap Hack?
Like congrats, dude. Like they heard the fans and they said, okay, you know, these people are pretty upset that we delayed this set that was supposed to come out in August until January. Let's bring it forward a bit. How far can we bring it forward? A week? Okay, we'll put it forward a week.
Have you heard of COVID?
To be fair, like the set was supposed to come in July.
Oh my god, it was supposed to come in July. Right, because it was July. It was June was Lightning Overdrive. July was Synchro Storm and King's Court. And then August was Dama.
Okay, but have you heard of COVID?
Who?
COVID.
Who?
Pretty relevant.
Corvid?
Yeah.
Like the bird?
Yeah. Pretty relevant factor in why the set got delayed. Because it ruined with the production line.
What did Corvids have to do with it?
COVID, Angelov.
It made it harder to like get the materials or whatever. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, because the birds kept pecking at the cards and the workers and stuff? Dang, they really should have brought like
some sort of restrictions.
Someone in to deal with the birds.
There should have been some sort of restriction.
Yeah, there should have been a restriction on the birds that get into the factory.
Yeah. This
sucks. This bit sucks. This is so bad.
Yeah, this is really...
Hey, well, if you transition to outro...
No. I want to say, Tub.
Yeah.
One more question about the YCS.
Okay.
What was the funniest round you had?
The funniest sound I had.
Yeah, what was the round where you're just like, either like the dude I was playing with was such a dummy, or the deck I played against was like really you brought that to the tournament, or you know, just the funniest I mean, top, just like, anything.
There are like some things, like it was a cool event. I got paired against like true Dracos, which was super funny to me.
How?
Two
How?
Two Dracos?
I also made like a 83 attack access code by using Arrival as a material, which was super epic.
That's just par for the course.
Yeah, for like the end of Swiss. I also had an opponent who I was so scared because like he had like super good like a sleight of hand. Like he seemed like a casino dealer. Like unironically, like he used like
when he drew waterfall?
No, when he shuffled and when he drew, like you could tell like he was like an expert at it. And I was like, oh no, this man is going to cheat me. And I was like, oh no. I also had this round when I couldn't like speak to my opponent because he was like Brazilian and didn't speak like English or like Spanish.
He didn't speak Spanish either.
I mean,
I suppose he spoke Brazilian.
Yeah, he only spoke Portuguese.
I mean, it's the same language.
And yeah,
I forget. Is Portuguese the language of Brazil?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's so confusing.
it's
Paraguay-
Portugal isn't in South America.
No, it's not that confusing. Portugal just like, I mean, Spain is also not in South America, and with all the Spanish.
Very true. You got a point.
It's just a
Casey, did
colonization.
you pass geography?
I hate Portugal.
What the hell? You hate Portugal? Do you know he's
Yeah.
from Portugal?
No, he's not.
No, distant coder.
Oh, who cares about him?
What the hell?
Okay, in either case, like, my opponent, like, we could not communicate, my opponent and me, and that was super annoying, like, incredibly.
Right, there was a language barrier.
Yeah, and it was really annoying because we also had issues like end of main phase or like end phase, and like he would rule in favor, and he also was a staller. Like I don't want to say, I don't want to say names. Like yeah, he was like hard
Yeah,
stalling
please
with
don't.
Salad. He even got like the judge also gave me like a time extension. Like it was really infuriating. Like I don't think like the guy was like bad or like evil, but like the language barrier, like it didn't only like hurt me, like it was detrimental for us both.
He was trolling.
Yeah, that's like that was like what I was expecting going into the European YCS was like, I'm gonna just get paired against all the French players that don't know how to speak English and they're playing prank kids and are gonna win in time because of the language barrier. That was like my expectation going into the YCS.
And did that happen?
No, actually it was like really smooth. It was actually a really nice event.
Yeah,
But like that's like
it was really
it's like the issue for Remote is like, because IRL the language barrier is like very manageable because you can like point to cards, you can like make things like clear like body language or whatever. Like it's very easier to like communicate in person despite the language barrier. And then that's like one issue with the Remote Duel YCS was like trying to circumvent the language barrier, which is like why I didn't really care that much about the YCS going into it. It was just like, oh, I'll play for fun, I guess. But yeah,
Right.
it like, actually didn't come up that much. It didn't come out at all for me, to be honest. And that was like nice.
I mean, it can be fine sometimes. That one match was really like infuriating. Like I got mad and like because I was tilted, I started misplaying and I lost that match, which was like super like it should have been. I should have won it like 100% of the times.
You lost to the Brazilian guy?
Yeah, and then
Damn,
it was even
how?
worse because like the next round I also got paired against a Brazilian who also didn't like speak English or Spanish, and it was like no. And this one,
But you dunked on that guy.
no, and this one was really dummy because like he didn't understand what I said, so he told me to put like my cards on like the camera, and I'm like the cards are also in Spanish, like my cards are not in Portuguese,
How are you gonna read it?
and like
Can I read your card that I can't read?
yeah, and I was going to explain it to him, but then I remembered, oh, this man speaks Portuguese, so if I explain him why this doesn't work, he won't understand. So I had to do it either way. I put like my card on the camera, and he says like he cannot understand it. I'm like, yeah,
Shocker.
who would have guessed? It's not even
Wow.
that, it's also impossible to read like the card from like the camera because the camera I had for like the first one was for like
Your
the first
nasty fish lens.
yeah, it wasn't like readable either way, even if it was in Portuguese. And why would I ever have like the cards in Portuguese? Well, I was lucky because like we got a Reaper. So yeah. And I was angry because I didn't want to have another duel against someone who didn't share any languages with me. But I was lucky because of the replay.
I see. It's interesting. I thought I said funny round,
That-
not the one that made you want to tear your hair
Hey,
out.
that was funny.
It was
mean-
funny to me.
I think it was really funny, like the guy who thought like if I put like my
Okay, maybe that was a little funny. That was a little funny.
yeah, I think so. Too.
While you were gone, about 15 minutes ago now or something, when you decided to just be like, I'm gone.
Okay,
We talked about virtual.
I just want to say that like you are like stupid.
Go ahead, say
Yeah,
it.
see?
Okay, like
What
you were like the guy who, oh, let's do this earlier than what we were like agreeing on. So
And then you said, yeah, that's fine.
yeah, it was fine.
Until it wasn't.
No, it's still fine. We're still doing it.
We are still doing it.
well,
Okay,
Okay.
but we've been like,
All I wanted to say is we talked about VW while you were gone. Do you have any input on VW?
oh, I hate that
Do you have any
deck.
thoughts?
that like the Virtual God and Ignister have like this like weird like macho where like if you go first you win, but if you go second you lose.
yeah.
Because like Shenshen just stops the whole combo, and like on the other hand, Virtual God cannot like out,
It's like what
cannot
kind
out
of
be a rival.
it's like what kind of put me off virtual, because I thought Ignister would be better than it ended up performing. Like I kind of rated Ignister higher than I should have, so it's like kind of scared to play virtual world into like Ignister because I always lose dice roll.
Virtual God is like, I don't think it's a bad deck. Like the problem with Virtual God is just like the hands. But like
Yeah.
if you think about it, like Virtual God is not bad. Like I don't think anyone like the engine is really good, but you have
Yeah.
to draw your engine, and you have to draw it in a way that plays through hand traps too, which is not easy. But like the deck is good.
Yeah, and then
And
you
then
watch
it's
like
online.
Juicy play it, open 4 names and doesn't even know how to make a Kaliga. And he has the nest spreadsheet. How?
Well, I don't think he was saying it.
Heck no, my man bought the Nest spreadsheet.
And we're still like, oh my god, how do I turn 4 names into Kaliga? It's not possible. He had cool buy and was like, yo, I did this way to play around hand traps. When he had cool buy as well.
I mean, I think
I
don't think
he had to
that's
play around the hand trap.
I don't think that's too bad. Like a lot of times you just want to keep like the card by because you can play through the hand trap like with your things. I think.
I suppose.
Yeah, but Sushi was not thinking about that.
Yeah, well, like if you can like save if you can save your card by as a trap rather than interrupting a hand trap.
Yeah, I
it's fair.
agree.
I feel that. That's IMO. What I like call by for more is using it as like it could be good going first. It could be good going second.
Like card by the grave is an insane.
Yeah, IMO.
It either stops interaction or is the interaction.
Yeah, IMO. I like called by when it's on the ban list to 0.
Yeah.
Such a stupid
I personally,
card.
I think it'd be fine going to 3.
No, what
but
the hell?
That's because I'm
No,
a
get
sick
out.
lunatic.
Get
That card
out.
is so insane.
How do I
that
ban
card
you?
should be
I'll tell you, I am a psycho fan.
like
Why do you have to do it
like
on your
ironically
server?
like
I can't ban you.
Crossout is just card by the grave, but like better like thought of because like you have to like
Play
you
the
don't
card.
need to do anything. No, you don't need to do like anything with card by the grave. You just put it on your deck. Crossout, you have to
You just
change
slap
the
it.
way you
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way
yeah.
you build.
Yeah, it changes how you deck build. I still think it's toxic.
Yeah.
I still think it shouldn't be a card.
It makes your deck worse.
Yeah, but the
Like-
card's still stinky. Hate it.
Yeah, no, like I rather not have any of those. Well, like I think Crossout is better designed than card by the grave, like 1,000,000% of the time.
Mm.
I like trap trick.
That's
That
not
is a
relevant to
weak
the
card.
conversation at all.
Yeah,
No, it's like crossout. No, it's like crossout because you have to run targets.
Oh.
you know, it's what like it's different.
What the fuck?
That's like the worst comparison I've ever
What?
seen in my life.
No, it has targets.
It has targets.
You know what? You know what?
Every
I'm
single
sorry.
Yo, it's like Brilliant
oh,
Fusion.
you're play-
The
I'm sorry.
Crossout
Oh,
is
wait.
like
Super.
Brilliant Fusion.
It's winter cherries. He left.
I would leave too.
No. Oh, okay.
Whoops.
Thank God he's back.
Whoops! I clicked the wrong chat while I was.
It's like winter cherries. Okay, is that better?
No.
It's literally the same card. What?
Tub. It's like Brilliant Fusion.
No. Oh wait, say it's like reinforcement of the army because you have to play warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, Casey,
Yeah.
you're so smart. Do you want to say something now, Casey?
No.
Would you like to talk?
No, I'm.
That's what
I'm
I
good.
thought. That's what I thought.
Before we end it, is there anything else you want to say, Tub? Mr. Top 8 of Latin America.
How did you call me?
You're never coming back, so make sure it counts.
Don't say racial slur. It will be edited out.
Do not say a racial slur.
Well, I guess I don't have anything to say then. that was it.
Okay. Thank you for showing up.
Alright, ban him
It
from
was
the
nice
server.
talking to you. I know I talk to you like literally every day. It was nice
Yeah.
talking to you in a professional.
Oh,
I
This was a
don't-
professional
I don't
context?
I don't think you can call this like very, very professional.
In a professional and measured format. It was good to hear in depth your insights on the format as well as the YCS experience as a whole. And I appreciate you showing up.
Thanks.
Except for the part where you disappeared. And then disappeared again. And then left the call.
You did like the Joshua Smith
I
magic
left
trick.
I left the call for like 2 seconds. Like, get real.
Cry about it.
And then the part where you screwed up all of our pre-show.
The what?
The pre-show.
What pre-show?
You know, when you trolled me for 10 minutes because I thought you had
Oh my
issues.
god, get over it. Oh my
Like,
god.
yeah, cry about it, Casey. Get real.
See
Like,
harder.
go harder. Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I think like if I had to give you guys a recommendation for the next time, I think like Casey needs to go.
So,
And
Tub, I like you.
Septo too.
Oh, never mind, Tub, you're never coming back.
Yeah, like you two. I don't know. I think the only good part about this commentary was me.
Oh, that's definitely incorrect.
Well, but it was fun. I think.
All right, do you want to say bye to the listeners? Oh, oops, it looks like he got disconnected.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
that
Did
sucks.
he get banned? Finally. God.
Dude, poor guy.
Oh, poor guy.
Okay, anyways, this has been I Am Casey, and you are
Sebastian from the Seb2 channel.
from the Sebto 360
Yeah,
channel.
yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening to this podcast. My PayPal will be in the description.
No, it won't.
Give me 3,000 USD.
Do not give him 3,000, give me 3,000.
Well, no, it's gonna be my PayPal.
Well, I'm not putting your PayPal in the description.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. This has been the Rogue Report. Our round just finished up. Okay, that was bad. that was
awful.
This has been the Rogue Report. We'll tell you our placings next week. That was also terrible.
Okay, let me do the outro.
Okay, you could do it. You could do the outro.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been the Rogue Report. If you like this, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And we'll see you gamers next week.
God, that was so much better.
Yeah, it's like I know what I'm doing. It's why I should have done the intro, to be honest.
No, my intro.
You sounded so depressed. It was so funny.